this is a good segue into the last thing we should talk about, which is Bitcoin Sherpa.
Yeah, actually, I was going to do that too.
I did it first, so I get credit. I get the credit, social credit for that one.
Well, that's because, talking about Bitcoin Sherpa, because I remember when we started building it, one of the reasons that you wanted to build it was that so that people can find other people who are like-minded, and not get offended by following a Bitcoiner who is probably a Bitcoin maximalist and says something insane that the person that's new to Bitcoin or crypto doesn't know about. So yeah, Bitcoin Sherpa, everyone go visit it while you're listening to this, unless you're driving a car. but yeah, Brad, what did you want to say about Bitcoin Sherpa?
I'm like got too much going on. I've got way too many things in the fire, not just in Bitcoin, but in my life. Like I divested in some Bitcoin 3 years ago or 4 years ago, and I'm still like, I was like practicing delayed gratification, like, oh, I'm going to invest this in property and I'm going to try to become like, own some property like Robert Kiyosaki or whatever and have some rental income coming in. But it's such a stress. It's such a mental headache. It takes up so much of your time. I like just holding Bitcoin. That's awesome.
It's simple.
It's simple. It's like you don't have to have anybody's involved in it. But regardless, I've done all this stuff now and I have to deal with it. So Bitcoin Sherpa was something that I wanted to start because it's an idea I've had for like a while to find leaders in Bitcoin that aren't yet exposed or don't yet have the exposure they should and represent different demographics of people that are coming in, because there's going to be another 1 billion or 2 billion people coming into Bitcoin over the next few years. And not everybody's going to be like resonating with what Bitcoin maximalists that are like typically right-leaning or freedom maximalists or whatever values have to say. Because a lot of the time it's like you're tweeting for yourself, and a lot of Bitcoiners that take the time to make a Twitter account and go follow other Bitcoiners, it's kind of like a group sort of like tribal thing where they talk about is kind of like the same sort of thing, like libertarian stuff or whatever. And compounding that with, you gotta, like, in order to get engagement, you gotta be a little bit even more controversial or like to the point or pissed off or whatever on Twitter. That stuff rises to the top, not just in Bitcoin, but in politics and everything. It's always the 2% most active, engaged people that are on Twitter, and they're usually the fringe of the people are the ones that are the most like followed, because it's that visceral response, like retweet, So most people don't have that mentality that are going to come into Bitcoin. Most people aren't libertarians. Most people are normal folks that are just like, hey, I want to learn about Bitcoin. And then they come into this and they see a tweet like, if you wear a mask, a face diaper mask, you're a freedom cuck and you don't deserve rights. Like, that will turn somebody off. If you get that from like your first initial experience on Bitcoin Twitter, it's going to be like a turnoff experience. So I think there's so many people in Bitcoin. There's like a Bitcoiner that represents everybody. They're just not as well followed because of those reasons of like the way the algorithms promote like the most engaged. So Bitcoin Sherpa was a way to elevate leaders in Bitcoin who have diverse backgrounds, and they come from diverse like races and like men and women and everything in between, and like having different political backgrounds and just philosophical ideas, progressives, whatever. There's tons of Bitcoiners that are really smart and know a lot about monetary history and know how to speak the language that will help convert people into thinking about Bitcoin as a better money and as a more like bring people more towards freedom and away from socialism, away from communism, and like away from these ideas, these fiat mentalities. Like there's a lot of progressives, Bitcoiners, that are really welcoming and like, they're not these scary Bitcoin maximalist trope sort of people that most shitcoiners and stuff like to say about Bitcoiners. That's what Bitcoin Sherpa is. It is a way to like have a database of Bitcoiners and what type of like personality they are and what their politics are. And then you come on the site and you fill out a little paragraph question about like what podcast you'd listen to, or what you're looking for. Are you looking for coding, or you want to be an investor? You just looking for
you want a job.
You want a job, yeah. So you fill out this little paragraph, and it's meant to be like the starting page for every new Bitcoiner. And it has all the resources on there, and it has all these leaders that you can follow that won't turn you off of Bitcoin. And the reason why I wanted to see that was that if we all get messages constantly from like, oh, like, well, how do I get started, or what wallet should I use, or what should I listen to, or whatever. I want to have a site where Bitcoin Sherpa, whatever, it could change the domain. It doesn't matter. I want someone to take this over because I'm too busy. But we got it to a point where you guys got up version 1 of it built already, and it's out there, and it's proof of concept is live. So we just need somebody to come in and kind of like take it over and start
it actually has views now too. Actually,
does it?
Yeah, it's got something like 100 and 200 a month.
Nice.
Yeah.
So people are using it. We just got to like fill out all the Bitcoiners that are Bitcoin only. That's the important thing. Like, it's got to be Bitcoin only people, because I want this to be something that Bitcoiners will trust to refer their friends and family and new coiners to. Like, just go to bitcoinsherpa.com, fill out the paragraph, and it'll give you a list of everything you need. And then it'll like connect them to people. So if they like have progressive ideas or something like that, then they would be connected with progressive Bitcoiners who are Bitcoin only, and they're not going to start selling them NFTs or something like that, or get them down the rabbit hole of like some shitcoin. I want it to be like that. That's the utility value of it. You fill out your paragraph, it connects you to other Bitcoiners who are, because there's Bitcoins for everybody, and it's a diverse group of people that are in Bitcoin. And it just needs, I guess, more people to be filled out on the site. Like, we need more Bitcoiners profiled to put their like link them to the personality test thing. So that's really, I think, all it needs right now. We just need somebody to kind of like be passionate about it and come in and likes the idea and wants to see it become like one of those mainstay resources that all Bitcoiners are happy to use when they get somebody started in Bitcoin. And there's a second concept of it that we didn't get in there yet, but like, there's an idea of like you can create, like, version 2 of it would be you can create your profile as a Bitcoiner, you can claim your profile, and then you can be contacted by people from the site. If you want to do some consulting, you can get paid to answer the questions. So that would be like a down the road thing where it's an income source for Bitcoiners. They can get paid in Bitcoin to answer questions and help people and consult with people. And then separately, an affiliate program that would use this like conga line thing where if you refer people to bitcoinsherpa.com, it tracks your referrals and then puts you like in a conga line of basically a link rotator, so that anytime that somebody goes to like one of the wallet websites or an exchange website or something like that without a referrer, then it would automatically put the people that have credits in there. So the site wouldn't take any money. The Bitcoin Sherpa site, at least that was my concept at the beginning, was I wanted it to be altruistic. So it was like people knew I wasn't trying to make any money off of it. It was actually like giving a resource for Bitcoiners to make some extra money through giving them free affiliates, right? If they can send traffic to the site, their link will be put in the referrer ID from when someone clicks on Swan Bitcoin or Cash App or whatever, it'll use their URL. So you claim your site, your profile, you put in your affiliate links, and then bitcoinsherpa.com will put your link on the main page. If for every new visitor, like you'll get one, for every one visit you send, you get one click on your affiliate links. So that was a way that I figured this could be like not only a way to help Bitcoiners like improve the retention rate of new people learning about Bitcoin, so that they don't just go to Twitter and search Bitcoin and then see like a tweet that turns them off from Bitcoin, and then they go over to Ethereum where they think it's all rainbows and unicorns. Like, there's rainbow unicorn Bitcoiners. Just follow them. So that's Bitcoin Sherpa. I think I don't know if you guys got something to say. Like,
where can people contact you about it if they wanted more information?
Twitter, probably. Brad Mills Can on Twitter, and yeah, that's pretty much it. If just check out the website, and if you dig the idea, then yeah, we're looking for somebody to be the me of it that I'm too busy to take it over and be like, a passion to run it.
Are your DMs open?
Yeah.
Cool. Well, there you go. Brad Mills can.
I think that's it. Yeah, that's it.
I thought it was Brad Mills can do it.
That's my Telegram name.
Oh, okay.
Brad Mills can do it. So I guess they could also contact me on Telegram.
Okay, cool.
But if you contact me on Telegram, I'm probably going to reply back and say, send me 1 Bitcoin. I'll double it. Because I don't know if that's actually my name on Telegram. So it might be a scammer that has that one. Just to Twitter. Brad Mills can on Twitter.
Brad Mills can. There you go. Well, this is very exciting to hear all of your thoughts that we couldn't get into last time. And I've heard you talk about them with other people, but it was really nice to have it all recorded in one episode.
Good conversation.
Good conversation.
Yeah, we don't have all the answers. We just talk about the stuff.
Yeah.
And buy Bitcoin. Bet on Bitcoin as a hedge.
Max out your credit card.
Yeah.
Scam the credit cards.
Yeah, I feel like maybe that should be a disclaimer on that.